Welcome to Dave's Scare Garage. Today, we're going to chase down some wiring on that thing. Stand by. Alright, I put this in here so that I can charge my phone when I'm running the 65 Mustang. Turn the key on here. And there you go, that's 12.2 volts. Let's see if this is a better, there, you can see it better here. 12.2, 12.3. Now I'm going to start the engine. There's 10, there's 8, there's 6, there's 10. I'm gonna rev it up a little bit here. There's 9, there's 8, there's, oh, I don't know. It's all over the place. So here's what happened. I installed it and I hooked it up and I figured must have it grounded in a bad place on the dashboard. And so I was gonna get around to re-grounding it somewhere else. Well, I didn't waste my time on it because I figured something out. And let me show you what it is right here. So negative and positive. And here's our ground wire that goes to the body. This one goes right down to the block. So what we got right now is everything's grounded, but the ground goes from here to the engine. The engine is mounted in rubber, so it doesn't ground to the body. To the transmission, and the transmission has a rubber mount. To the drive shaft, to the rear end, to the springs, and finally grounds to the body through all that mechanical stuff that's going on. Now we're gonna ground that sucker and see what happens. Okay, I got a body ground right here. I'm gonna ground it to there. And I made this wire up here to go in there. I may have to clip that open a little bit so to go around it. And then the other end is gonna connect right here. So let me hook that up. Here's what we got. There's my ground wire. It comes off of here. I'm gonna redo this because it's the 18 gauge. I'm gonna put a heavier wire on it. But for now, just to have this done, then the wire goes down here and it goes up here. I cleaned off the contacts on this so that it would make a good contact. So now I got a ground wire on the body. Let's sit in the car and see what it looks like. All right, here we are in the car. Turn the key on. 12.1. Start the car up. And it's still jumping all over the place. Well, we got a good ground on it, but evidently the ground that I have under this dashboard ain't worth a crap. All right, here's what we got. A smarter man would have used this voltmeter first and realized that this was where we were getting the low voltage. Now I added this. That is a relay. So we have the body grounded, and a negative goes to the relay, and then a positive that goes to the relay. And when I start the vehicle, even though this isn't giving 12 volts, it's enough to turn your relay on, because it doesn't take anything to turn the relay on. Once the relay is turned on, then it sends 12 volts from the battery wire here to this wire here, which feeds the HEI and the thing inside that thing. And so let's see what we have when we go inside and we start the car. But before we go into the car, let me show you how the relay gets wired. So what you're going to have your relay here, and it's got these numbers on the ports, 87, 86, 85, 30. The first thing you want to consider is your trigger or switch. This is the power source that actually turns on your relay. And so you're going to take a positive, and we're going to pull ours from that power source that's giving us, anywhere from 7 to 12 volts, whatever. It's fine because you don't need a whole lot of power just to turn it on. It's very low draw switch. And once you connect your powers to the positive, which is going to be our little 8-volt deal, and that's number 86, and hook 85 to a ground. When power is supplied to number 86 that turns the relay on. In the meantime, while power is not supplied there, you see on number 30, that's your 12 volt battery voltage. That's direct battery voltage coming into it. Okay, that is not connected to 87 as long as there's no power on your trigger switch at 86. As soon as you put power on that trigger at 86, then it connects number 30 to number 87, and in turn then supplies 12 volts direct power to your, in our case, it's going to be the USB power port inside the car and the HEI ignition, which if you put in an HEI ignition, it's going to want 12 volts. If you're running a lower voltage, it's going to be a problem. It may be some problems that I'm having with the car, and we'll figure that out a little later date. Right now, we just want to get everything wired right. So that's how a relay works. Now let's get in the car and take a look and see what we've done. Okay, we're in the car. There's the thing. I'm gonna turn it on. We got 12.6. I'm gonna start the car. And we got 14.6. And if I rev this up, I don't get the fluctuation anymore. Let's see, there we go. I'll make sure you can see it. Yeah, no fluctuation. So we're good there. And it started, so that means the other side, which I tied them together, is feeding the HEI, which HEI wants at least 12 volts all the time to run properly. I don't think that's going to fix all the problems with the engine, but at least wise, we won't have to worry about that. So basically, you got to watch where you hook stuff up on these old cars. Get your multimeter out. Don't be an idiot like me, and test your voltage with the car off and with the car running, because that was the thing. Was with the car running was where I had the problem, and then you can get it straight. Till next time, see ya.